October the 3rd, 2025. Let's get to work. Good. We do solving quadratic equations, right? Quadratic equations. We're going to start from the very basic and we're going to keep on climbing, all right? So in other words, I have color-coded it to let you see what's going on, whereby we have a monomial times a binomial equal to 0, and I want to find the values of x or solve, right? So we're solving quadratic equations. So in other words, the first thing you're going to say is either, that's the word we're going to be using, either x equal to 0 or x plus 7 equal to 0. So the monomial is equal to 0 and a binomial is equal to 0 as well. And from there, we're going to go and solve. So in order to, this one has already been exhausted. Let's go see what's going to happen here now. Well, of course, this is a one-step equation. So we're going to go and undo that plus 7 by subtracting 7 from both sides. In this case, these two are going to go. So we can conclude and say what? That x is equal to 0 or x is equal to negative 7. And that's the end of that. Isn't that amazing? That's finished. Please note. So the first one would have begun with a monomial times a binomial, and the others are binomial times binomials, and you're going to go up and solve them accordingly. So let's go down. We're going to take this binomial and make it equal to what? 0. Because the word is what? Either first binomial equal to 0 or the second binomial equal to 0. And we're going to go and solve them respectively. There's a 2-step, there's a 1-step. So let's go see what's going to happen. We want to get after that plus 5, so we're going to undo plus 5 by subtracting 5 from both sides here. These two are going to go, so we're going to leave it what? Leave it 2x equals to what? Negative 5. From there, we're going to go and undo multiplication by dividing. So we're going to divide both sides by what is with x. These two are going to go. So what x is equal to really? Presently, it's an improper fraction. And any improper fraction could be changed to a mixed fraction. Remember your sign rule. A negative divided by a positive is a negative. And how many 2's are in 5? 2 of them. And we divide them by 2. 2 times 2 is 4 and 1 is 5, right? So it's negative 2.5 or negative 2.5. Those who want to put it in decimals is not a problem. Good. And over here now is why I'm color coding so you can see the difference. We have we're going to go and deal with this now. So we're going to go and undo negative 1 by adding 1 to both sides in this regard. And these two are going to go. So x is equal to what? X is equal to 1. So what can we conclude and say? X is equal to negative 2.5 or x is equal to 1. And that's the end of that system. So please note what has happened. And now that we have done here, we're going to go and do these two. So let's go and see what happens. Good? Okay. In this case now, we're going to say first binomial equal to 0. Because our keyword is what? Either x minus 2 equal to 0 or x plus 13 equal to 0. And finally, we're going to go and solve this again. So we're going to go and solve the system. So we're going to have to undo negative 2 by adding 2 to both sides. In this regard, these two are going to cancel out. So what x is equal to? 2. And what's happening here now? We have to go and undo that 13. So that's going to become subtracting 13 from both sides. These two are going to go. what x is equal to? X is equal to negative 13. Please note what has happened there, right? I have all my colors and I'm trying to be so fancy with them. Never mind. X equal to negative 13. Of course, please note what has happened with these three systems so far and what is being done in terms of isolating the x's is understood to you. It's just that the color coding is going to help you to see what is equal to 0 in each system. Let's go and attempt it on this one here now. So we're going to say what? Either what? 7x minus 14 equal to 0, or 15x plus 3 equal to 0. And we're going to go and solve them accordingly. So we want to get after this negative 14 first. So we're going to have what? We're going to undo negative 14. And we're going to make sure we align. Yeah, we are aligning all the time, which you notice. Aligning. See that? We are aligning. And that's what we've been doing in the other systems. Then these two are going to go. Negative 14 plus 14 is 0. So we're going to have a 7x equal to. I have so many colors going on, huh? Now I'm going to use the red in truth. The green in truth. 7x is equal to 14. And from there, what next we're going to do? 7x are, we're going to go and undo multiplication by dividing. We're going to divide it by 7. So in other words, what's the first x value in this regard? The first x value is how many? 714? 2. There you go, right? And from there, that was for that part. Then 7x minus 14 equals to 0. Let's go see 15x plus 3 equals to 0. So we're going to go and undo that plus 3 by subtracting 3 from both sides. And if you notice, they have been aligned. Look at all the systems. The alignments are in place. These two are going to go. So what are we going to leave with? 15x equals to negative 3. And from there, we're going to go and undo multiplication. We're going to divide both sides by what with x. These notes. These two are going to go. So we're going to leave it. X equal to, negative 3 and 15 can be reduced. Let's work our signs first. A negative divided by a positive is a negative. And this could be the highest common factor here for these two here is 3. So 3 and 3 at the top is 1, and 3 into 15 at the bottom is 5. So please note what has happened here. And that's how basically you solve systems like this here, whereby you are attempting to solve these quadratic equations. And what you can possibly do, of course, is visit back the video, see what you can take away. It's going to be up here all the time. Visit back for reinforcement purposes. And maths is not difficult. You just have to sit down and apply yourself. And in these days, you have it at your disposal whereby you can just open up my video. Yeah, you could open up my videos and grasp the concept. Make sure you visit my YouTube channel. And you're going to type in TG Math Nation, and all of my concepts, videos, etc. are going to come up, and you could always go through them and see what you can take away. God bless you. See you at the top. Have a great weekend, and see you in my next videos. Goodbye.